Blue South Project is trying to change politics in the South. Over the last few years, we have become essentially a one-party region, and the political debate is not really a healthy debate among Democrats and Republicans, conservatives or progressive. It's a stifled, extremist, argumentative, frictional dialogue that is just not working. And we want to change that. We want to create a more competitive political environment where different ideas, where new people, where new technologies can begin to have an effect to change that stilted, broken political South that we've got today. If you look throughout the South, there are places where people, organizations, institutions, universities, where different and new ideas are being developed, where people are having successes in breaking down this rigid political divide that has separated us in the South. And what we want to do is find those new ideas, find those people, find those strategies that are working in other states to make politics much more competitive, much more diverse, and much more competitive. So much of our political debate has been captured by the radical right. This extremism that's what I call the flat earth crowd. If you articulate the idea that the earth is round, then they immediately call you a communist. That's not good for the South, that's not good for our politics, and that's not good for our country as a whole. And that's what we want to try to do. We want to change the debate. We want to create an alternative. We want to develop messages and ideas that appeal all across the South to a broader constituency so that we can have a much more competitive political process in the South. Well, if you look at what's happening in politics all across the country, the South has become the most rigid, the most isolated, the most divisive, if you will, section of the country. And if we in the South can begin to change that politics, if we can begin to restore some sense of civility, if we can begin to move ideas and policies back into the mainstream of political debate, then we can begin to change the dynamics nationally. We're tackling the worst problems first. It'll fundamentally change our politics in the South because the South is the fastest growing. It's where the jobs are being created. It's where the dynamic in America is today. And if we can change this in the South, that dynamic, that new spirit, this new attitude can permeate throughout American politics. Politics in America has become corrupt. Just plain ordinary corrupt. And what's corrupted it is big money. And we need to change that. And Blue South is about trying to change that. We don't have huge money pots. We don't have some billionaire who's writing checks for us. If we're going to change politics, individual people who care are going to have to make the difference. Individuals are going to have to make a contribution, $100, $1,000, $50, whatever they can. And that's what we hope people will do to Blue South.